Thomas James Moore, June 5th, 1968. We came up here for Christmas every year, all the way up through high school. So I can remember getting in the station wagon, piling up in the back, and it seemed like it was an eternity to get up here. It seemed like it was like an 8 to 10 hour trip. And, you know, driving through Memphis and coming up I-55, crossing the bridge there at Perryville and going over to Chester, and always look forward to seeing the statue of Popeye, you know, when we were coming through. So, and then it just seems that like that bluff road lasted forever. It can't be more than 15, 20 miles, but it just, you know, that winding road and going through all those small towns and then getting in here and then seeing all the Christmas lights on the lamp poles and everything and all the garland, and that sticks with me to this day. Well, you always hear the trains when we'd be asleep. You could always just hear that whistle blowing and then coming through. And I remember the bluffs when I can remember going up on top of the bluffs a couple times. And I can't remember, distinct memory I have is I fell down when we were coming back down. I fell and I lost one of my gloves, and I never could find that glove, and it just ticked me off so much. I lost my glove. I can remember going down to the tracks as a kid and trying to put a penny on the track for them to, you know, to flatten it out.
Absolutely.
Never had any luck. It flew, yeah, you know, went everywhere. But I can distinctly remember that. Going upstairs, and they had that glass door that looked right into the bedroom, and I can remember they had the Confederate money on the wall, and I always thought that was weird. They were a bunch of Yankees and they had Confederate money on their wall. So, and I don't know who got that Confederate money. I don't know what happened to it. So yeah, we had the nice winding staircase that I enjoyed. Yeah. And then they had some rickety stairs down in the basement. And then I remember they had down the one room where Nana kept everything that she canned was in there, and there must have been stuff from like the war that was down in there. Bobby, yeah, he was just, you know, real quiet. Nana did everything, did all the talking. Bobby was just there. So, I mean, I can remember sometimes I think you guys would go hunting while you were up here, and then you would come back. And I remember you guys used to, in the trees in the backyard, either they were squirrels or you guys used to nail them up to the tree and then clean them and everything. So, well, you know, I was young, and to me it was exciting, you know, because it was Christmas. And I just remember, you know, when we'd pull up, I would do all whatever could do to convince Nana that we need to go ahead and open up our Christmas presents. And
we won.
And because we would get up here sometimes on like 3 or 4 days before Christmas. You know, and so we would go, you know, it'd be like December 22nd, and we'd be sitting there opening all our presents. So, yeah. What I loved about Valmeyer was Nana cooking her sausage. She'd make these big sausage links, and I don't know what they were. I've not been able to find them anywhere since. And they were just the greatest thing. And then she made the best chocolate chip cookies in the world. They were real thin, and the only thing that had humps in them was the chocolate chips. It was just basically a thin wafer with chocolate chips. Right. But to me, it was just the greatest thing. So, but that I did hate coming up here because their water was Mississippi water, and it sucked compared to Little Rock. But then again, Little Rock water may have been horrible but that's just what I was used to. I just couldn't stand. That's the one thing I didn't like about coming to Valmeyer is like, I got to drink their water, and it tastes terrible. We always enjoyed loading up the car, and it was over in St. Charles, so we'd have to cross the JB Bridge and everything going over there. I always remember it was late at night, and it was Aunt Pat, Uncle Johnny, and Marcy, and Donna, and Julie, and you know, and it was always great. We'd have dinner, and it'd be real nice, and then for some reason, we felt like we had to stick around while they had their Christmas, and they got to open up all their presents. So it was always fun as a kid to see, you know, other people enjoying their Christmas and opening up their presents. That was a fond memory. I was a huge Roger Staubach fan. So, and then Jim Hart was the quarterback for the Cardinals back then. So it was a big rivalry, you know. And inevitably, the Cowboys usually always won.
Every time.
So not every time. Cardiac Cards won a few. Yeah. So, but I wish I knew where that jacket was to this day. In fact, but I still have my Dallas Cowboy helmet that Mom bought me at a Colony West garage sale. I still have it down in my basement. Yep. And it was always funny because to me, when we came up here, it seemed like it was always so cold and everything. And it was like, and now that I live basically on the same plane in Kansas City, I was like, yeah, it really don't get that much snow and ice and everything, you know. So, but as a kid, you know, growing up in Arkansas where it's, you know, 70 degrees.
The snow.
Right, yeah.
We would pray for snow.
Yeah, absolutely.
It hurt our feelings.
Right. I was always looking forward to a white Christmas. So,
yeah.
Inevitably we never got it, but we got it a couple times.
Yeah. During that genre.
Yeah, and to this day I still miss that small town atmosphere on a Christmas.